Christmas.
With a voice like that, no wonder a small wonder of a performer like Kristin Chenoweth became such a big-name star. Byron Pitts now with her story.
Oh, wait, I have to fix my hair. What's left of it?
Oh, yeah.
Listen to this voice.
Thank you, honey. Oh, I wasn't ready.
Now listen to this voice.
That's the part I play. Here I am in Paris.
Friend.
Can you believe both come from this 40-year-old, 4'11" dynamo? She's not just a singer. Kristin Chenoweth's resume runs the gamut from slapstick to sitcoms.
Sit down and listen up. Legs together.
To drama.
Why does Treasury want the president to read over a 20-page memo on a one-sentence bill?
They like to run the worst-case scenario.
In case it doesn't pass?
Yeah, you know.
Do you consider yourself a singer who acts or an actor who sings?
Oh, wow. That's a really good question. I believe that it's a combo platter because singing comes from within and acting does too. It's from the same place.
Christmas Eve will find me.
And this holiday season, that combo platter of talent is on full display. Chenoweth is at the movies, starring with Reese Witherspoon and Vince Vaughn in 4 Christmases.
Who's Cootie Kate?
I'm sure you don't have cooties now.
Test it out.
Ah, cooties.
Do you hear what I hear? A song
And she's just released a new CD of her favorite holiday songs.
with a voice as big as the sea.
Do you have a love, one that you love more? If you can only do one.
Sing. I would sing. And, you know, I probably would prefer to be on stage than doing or saying anything else.
I like it. It's like a guarantee.
And that's where Chenoweth first made her mark. In 1999, she played the petulant and precocious Sally Brown in You're a Good Man, Charlie Brown.
No, I can't stand it.
She won a Tony for her performance.
Watching the Tony Awards on TV and just wanting to be an actress on Broadway, not even expecting to win any award is, well, it's just icing on the cake. It's wonderful.
As you listen to the band, don't you get a bubble?
Kristin Dawn Chenoweth grew up far from Broadway or Hollywood in Broken Arrow, Oklahoma. She was adopted at birth by Jerry and Junie Chenoweth and only had passing thoughts about finding her biological parents.
There was a time in my life where I thought, if I could just find out who was the singer. Because my parents should never be allowed to sing in public, ever. And same with my brother. In church, I was always like, ixnay on the inging say.
Yeah.
They just monotone.
Clap if you want, sway maybe, but don't sing.
You know what, don't even sway. Just stand still and put your hands in front of me.
Her childhood included cheerleading and singing in the church choir. It wasn't long before the little girl with the big voice was belting out solos for the whole congregation.
And I got up there and I remember my knees were knocking until I sang. And the song I sang, called Jesus, I Heard You Had a Big House.
Jesus, I heard you had a big house.
I just remember feeling, hey, I'm supposed to be up here. And then it grew from there.
You knew.
I knew.
It's contestant number 20, Miss Oklahoma City University, Kristin Chenoweth.
After high school, where she was voted most talented, Chenoweth attended Oklahoma City University. Part of her tuition came from scholarships she earned competing in beauty pageants.
There was a time in my life where I wanted to be Miss America for all the wrong reasons. I wanted to be Miss America so that I could hopefully get in the top 10, sing on national TV, and get an agent.
Second runner-up, contestant number 20, Kristin Chenoweth, Miss Oklahoma City University.
Chenoweth never got to the Miss America pageant.
and yet course I rather like to revel.
But she did win a full scholarship to the Academy of Vocal Arts, a prestigious school for opera in Philadelphia. But her opera career was put on hold when Chenoweth auditioned on a lark for an off-Broadway show.
And I sang, and the director said, "Who are you?" And I said, "Oh, I'm nobody. I'm just here to experience an audition." He goes, "Do you dance?" And I said, "Yeah." At the end of the audition, he sat me down. He goes, "Are you new?" And he said, "We want to offer you this part. Who do we call?" And I said, "Well, I mean, I guess you can call my dad." I mean, I didn't have an agent.
Call my mom and them back.
Yeah, I know. "Dad, will you negotiate this?" And I loved training and doing operas in college, but I knew I wanted to be on Broadway. I'd forgotten that little dream that I'd had.
Popular. You're gonna be popular.
From that little dream, her career has taken off.
What's with the phony voice?
She had her own sitcom,
This is actually my real voice. You should hear me when I suck helium. So, how you doing?
and in 2004, she starred as Glinda the Good in the musical Wicked.
Be popular. I'll help you be popular. There were birds in the sky.
Chenoweth's performance in a TV production of The Music Man wowed audiences and won her a real-life suitor, Aaron Sorkin, creator of The West Wing. They dated for 4 years.
I was memorizing whole passages of scripture by the time I was 6.
And when Sorkin debuted a new show in 2006, the world was introduced to Harriet Hayes, a character he based on Chenoweth, with her blessing.
I loved her. I also loved that there was a character on television that was a Christian that also knew how to have a good time.
When you start falling, who's gonna catch you?
Like Harriet Hayes, Chenoweth is open about her faith, and that's created some dilemmas.
I'm a big gay rights person. I believe that people should be able to get married that want to get married.
And you grew up Southern Baptist, right?
Sure I did. And so they're right now in the Southern Baptist Church having heart attacks. But I just believe that.
Gay marriage,
I support it.
gay adoption.
Yep.
But there are many, and we don't have to debate this, but many Christians who have issues with homosexuality.
Sure. And I understand that. That's what they've been ingrained. But you know, I have been exposed to a different way of life. I've been exposed.
You know, some folk in Oklahoma might say corrupted.
Yeah, corrupted. And that's okay. I'd hate for them to judge me. I don't judge them, you know. I just can't apologize for it.
Bless me, Father, I have sinned. My last confession was 19 years ago.
Chenoweth also doesn't apologize for her decisions about acting roles she's taken, like Linda Salerno, a suicidal prostitute in the upcoming film Into Temptation.
What's the sin? I'm going to kill myself on my birthday. And I'm Aaron.
Or her decision to pose for this men's magazine.
What did Mama say?
My mom cried and said, "Oh, I can't go to church or 7-Eleven again." Because, you know, church and then 7-Eleven, there's the magazine.
I love what you say about those pictures are pure, all-American, tape it to the bottom of the bunk, razzleberry swirl cheesecake.
They are. I wanted it to have a very pin-up feel like from the 50s. And, you know, believe me, there are things that they want you to do that's very risque that I wouldn't do. So you just learn to walk that fine line.
So you like spending time in New York just walking around?
Yeah, I like to people watch. I am an actor, so I get a lot of good ideas from people.
Chenoweth divides her time between Los Angeles and New York City, finding time for church services in both. And for a favorite pastime, shopping.
Pugs. What are pugs?
They're shoes.
Talk to the paw because the face don't want to hear it. Is there going to be an intervention for me?
No need for interventions when it comes to her real calling. She's got a new TV series coming up, and she'll continue performing in concerts around the country, singing to the truly converted.